Cornelia Robinson. I lead community engagement for Amazon Web Services, and we are just really honored to be here this morning. So thank you all, to all of the warriors. We're behind you, we support you and your families, and thank you so much for having us this morning.
Well, Cornelia, I think you guys have something for Shirley and John Dominick, who are here. Folks, and my apologies for turning my back to you. Shirley and John Dominick they're the founders. Talk about having a good idea and letting it go, letting God run with it. But you have something, I think, for the Dominicks, don't you?
We do.
Shirley and John, on behalf of Amazon Web Services, the committee, the community, I'd like to present you with a check for $65,000. You're going to have a. I don't think you can put that through the ATM. I think you actually got to go in and check it. But,
what this organization and these people in front of you, completely selfless servants, what they do for my family and what they've done for countless wounded warriors and their families is just really unbelievable. And so just an understanding of what happened just over a year ago, my crew and I we survived. Two of us survived a helicopter crash in Southern Maryland. Catastrophic. We lost my soldier specialist Jeremy Tomlin. You'll see Team Tomlin walking around. So Rick and Holly knew that I've been bike riding to recover from PTSD and some other things, but they asked me if I'd like to ride in this, and I asked if there's any way we could include Jeremy. And the moment they heard that, you could just see it in their eyes that they were 100% supportive. And Holly talked with Rick, and Rick's actually a former crew chief, so he's humble and won't really talk about that. So he understands that love that a pilot and their crew chief have together. And so Rick took this completely and did everything that I could have ever asked for to get a ride to memorialize Jeremy. And along the racetrack, you'll see photos of him. And so Team Tomlin came together when Rick asked me, what is it that my vision was? And I told him at first my vision was crossing finish lines with just a poster I made. Actually, my beautiful bride helped me make. It said, "Never forget Specialist Jeremy Tomlin." At 04 Charlie was our call sign. And so he said, what you need to understand is that this can really reach a lot more people and really touch people and motivate them to honor and memorialize others. And so for me and Team Tomlin, right now we ride for Specialist Jeremy Tomlin, who was killed on 17 April 2017. But what Team Tomlin also does is it gives others an opportunity to memorialize their Tomlins. And anybody that served more than a day probably is in that scenario. So I really ask any of you that want to memorialize anybody that you come on and join us in our little club and continue to memorialize those that have given the ultimate sacrifice. And then second, those men, women, and children that are in the shadows. Can't even look at her because she's amazing. But my wife, those wives of wounded warriors and Gold Star spouses, They're amazing children. Those are the people that are in the shadows, literally, and sitting by the side. My wife sat for 38 hours next to me in the ICU. They do that every day, and this is why we do what we do, to memorialize and honor those, tell their stories so that they'll never be forgotten. So I'm off my soapbox now. I'm sorry about choking up, but thank you very much, Silver Willing Warriors, for everything you do.
That's why we do.
Mike Williamson from Micron Technology. Just want to say thank you and really appreciate being here. This great cause. Micron Technology is a huge supporter of the veterans. We're very actively involved with the veteran community here. Virginia values veterans, hiring our heroes. It's a great cause and we just love being here. We've got a veteran resource group we're very proud of, and we just love the cause and can't say thank you enough.
Ms. Dominick, would you tell the folks where that money is going to go and what we're going to do with, tell us about the organization and what you guys do.
Oh yeah. Well, first of all, I just say good morning and thank you. Thank you 1,000 times. This means so much to us. For you who are new to this organization, I just want to point to a church right down the street who had the idea that, you know, the members needed to get out of the congregation and just go into the community and do something for 40 days. And so when we picked Walter Reed, the Wounded Warrior, we had no idea that back in 2006 that we'll still be doing something that was planned for 40 days of work is still going on today. And I'm telling you, it's one visit there at Walter Reed that changed our lives. And what Rick said earlier, when you say you can't say no, you just can't say no to the warriors. Once you see who is supporting you, the struggles, the sacrifices that the warriors and the families are doing for us every day, you can't but say, you know what, no more on your own. We have to pull up. We have to pull up as a community, as family, as friend, and be a part. And so I'm so grateful that you all are part of this. And so the retreat there at Bull Run is 11,000 square foot house that you, the community sponsors, have come in and actually gutted that entire home, made it handicap accessible for warriors and families that are coming in from Walter Reed, Fort Belvoir on a weekly basis. And I can't say enough for that. It means everything. It means life for them. And so I thank you. I thank you 1,000 times. We had a graduation just on Friday. We had 12 warriors that really, they went through a training program, a post-traumatic stress training program for a whole week. And I wish I could just give you a glimpse into the ending ceremony when wives, husbands, children are embracing each other in tears because we are making such a difference for them, just for them to come out and be at the retreat there for a week and really focus on PTS. And so it really means so much. And so right now we're talking about 700 or so warriors and families that have come through the retreat since its opening back in July 2015. And I give that a credit to you, your families, the supporters, the teams, all around that have really made a difference. And so again, I just thank you. And so with the money, I go back to the money, $65,000, what is that gonna do for us? It's gonna allow us, now we have a second retreat, a second home out of 3 that's gonna be built on the property. And of course, with Pentagon federal funding, there's so much more that need to be done besides just the building of it. And so this $65,000 is going to mean a whole lot for us to bring the warriors and their families in, not only to this home, but of course looking at building the other 2 homes and an activity center. So again, thank you very much. Enjoy the ride. It's going to be fun.